The expedition has just finished its 3 week survey of the Sigma Gamma 736A cluster, and we are heading to rendezvous with the USS Alasia to transfer the scientific plant and animal samples to be studied further by the Starfleet Scientific Division. In addition, we will be receiving our final complement of civilian personnel, including some of the family members of the crew, as well as some support staff for the new additions on the ship. I look forward to getting to know some of the new additional crew members. While I know it can be trying for members of the crew to raise a family on board a starship, it is a welcoming sight in these uncertain times as things seem to be settling down. End Captain's log.
All right, so I'm going to have the crew start off in the conference room, going through, the daily senior staff briefing. You're probably about an hour out from the actual rendezvous with the ship.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Captain.
Morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning.
So, what seems to be on the today's agenda?
Well, Captain, as you know, we've taken aboard a significant complement of civilians, including, well, general civilians, family members, various support staff for systems departments aboard the ship. To be honest, it's a bit like onboarding a new complement. But per protocol, we've made sure that everyone has been briefed. Everyone's aware
Degrasse,
of.
you will be taking them on. They haven't arrived yet.
Oh, okay. Well, then I take that all back. Backtrack. And DeGrasse will simply say that preparations are underway to receive the civilian complement. We've set up everything from residential facilities to essentially schoolrooms to makeshift training facilities almost to make sure that they understand everything from Starfleet protocols to on-ship safety to, everything from where the emergency exits are, as they are, to the restrooms. So we have everything ready to go to receive the civilians.
Understood. It sounds like you have everything well in hand.
Captain, on the security side of things, myself and Lieutenant Chang have been reviewing security procedures to make sure that they are compatible with the implementation of civilian crew. Any that are not, we are revising so that they are. I have also instructed Ensign Kota to begin preparing some lessons in ship security and emergency procedures for the civilians when they're aboard. And I did have one final agenda item, Captain. Having reviewed some of my personnel files, I would say that the service of Petty Officer Shachakrith on board the vessel has been exemplary, and I would like to recommend her for promotion to Petty Officer First Class.
Noted. I will follow through the appropriate chain of command procedures. So. Doctor, how's things going in sickbay with the preparations for the new additional crew members?
Sick bay in and of itself is actually pretty well ready to go, other than our medical supply store. With as much as we've been out recently, it's been reduced, so we'll have enough to get our full complement through until we're able to stop at a star base, but not much beyond if we're called out on an emergency meeting or emergency situation.
Commander DeGrasse, is it planned, scheduled for the Lazy to restock our medical stores?
GM, I assume that would be the case.
Commander, give me a presence command. Difficulty 2, assisted by the doctor's presence medicine. And Doc, I just need your presence medicine, please. Doctor? Did we lose the doc?
Give me a second. I'm trying to get to where I can roll that.
Ah, okay.
Might need someone to roll for me here real quick. I'm trying to get it pulled up right now.
I believe everybody has access to a sheet, so whoever would like to do that. And what difficulty did I say? Did I say 2?
Yep, 2.
I believe I'm assisting,
Yes.
so
Was presence medicine?
Yep.
I believe so.
All right, you guys get 2 momentum out of that. Doctor, you put in the request for more medical supplies, And Commander, it has been confirmed from the ship you're about to rendezvous with that they are bringing those supplies from the starbase.
So DeGrasse says, "Yes, Captain. The doctor put in the request, and the ship we're about to rendezvous has confirmed."
That's good news.
And Doctor, you can put a note that because of your well-stocked sick bay, you now get to use it as a future advantage, as you see fit.
Cool.
Captain, I have adjusted the engineering maintenance schedules to compensate for the new civilian population. To have them make sure the civilian quarters have working civilian access to the replicators, so they, can't replicate firearms, but can get food or basic medicine or clothing options. And I've also requisitioned additional supplies to replace any that were lost from our bug infestation, as well as having some additional engineering supplies on hand for the civilian population.
Very good, Lieutenant. What about the current status of the Arboretum? How is the reconstruction efforts going?
That is should be fully completed by now. Everything was going smoothly last time I updated, an update on it. I will take a look after this meeting and verify that it's all complete.
And Lieutenant Don, how are the samples coming along?
Things are going well. We've almost built up the dock from what was damaged with the incident few weeks back. So hopefully we should be fully stocked within the next few weeks and back have our experiments back to where they were.
And the samples we took from our survey mission, those are all ready for transport?
Yes, Captain.
Unless there is anything else, I believe this will conclude the morning meeting.
Midrock answers looks at his pad and says, Captain, it looks like the maintenance teams had finished up the cosmetic um bits for the armor uh, the ammo replant trees and all around soon.
Understood. Well, with that, everyone, you're dismissed.
How did you say that ship's name, Captain?
I gotta look at the name again. Uh, Azalea.
Captain, we just received the communication from the Azila. They should be here within 10 minutes.
Acknowledge. Prepare to drop out of warp.
Aye, Captain. Don't forget, you guys can move your tokens to put you in your stations or wherever you guys were heading.
On screen.
And on screen, you see this aging captain who on screen is just kind of holding his head in his hand, kind of like holding on to his forehead. Expedition, this is Captain Malcolm. Are you receiving us?
We
he
are.
just takes his hand to rub his forehead.
We are. Is everything all right?
And in the background, you see a couple kids run across the bridge being chased by civilian parents. I hope you're ready for this, Captain. It's been quite the zoo over here.
I'm sure we'll can take them off your hands shortly.
If you'll excuse me, Captain, we've been reduced to a skeleton crew to accommodate the number that we're bringing to you.
I understand, and thank you, Captain Malcolm. I owe you one.
Oh, after this, Captain, you're going to owe me two. We're set to rendezvous with you in less than 5 minutes, Captain.
Understood. We'll be ready.
And he'll nod to his ops officer, and the communication will cut.
She looks to DeGrasse. Well, this is going to be interesting.
The pleasures of taking on a civilian crew. Do you like kids, Captain?
I would like to think so. Why? Do you have a problem with children, Commander?
Oh, of course not. Kids and I, we get along great, Captain.
I see. Mr. Casey, prepare the security department to make sure the civilians go to the proper designated areas when boarding.
Yes, Captain. We have all hands on deck.
Captain, the Isaiah is dropping out of warp. And on the screen, you see the Miranda-class vessel drop out of warp. A couple thousand meters off your bow.
Hail the Azalea ops.
Aye, Captain. And on screen, you see the captain holding his head even more. We're ready to begin beaming the first wave over to you now, Captain.
Understood. I will notify our transporter room.
Good luck with them, Captain.
She just gives a smile and expedition out. Ops, notify all transport rooms to begin receiving our new crew complement.
Understood, Captain. And I will begin tapping away at our panel.
Well, Commander, I think it's appropriate to get to know our new additions. You care to join me in the transporter room? If not, you can remain here on the bridge if you're more comfortable.
Oh no, no, of course, Captain. It's part of our duties. I will accompany you down to transporter.
Lieutenant Anani, the bridge is yours.
Aye, Cap.
All right, and the captain and commander start heading down to the transporter rooms.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's everybody at this time? I think Mendrock said he was going to engineering. Casey, Nadon, are you two just remaining on the bridge?
I guess if Nadam's officer of the watch, he would go like personally supervise some of the onboarding of the civilians.
All right, so I'll throw you, the captain and commander, in the same turbo lift. If I could find my turbo lift noise. There it is. And Doc, are you heading to sick bay?
Yeah, I'm headed to sick bay, so.
Wrong. Still wrong thing. There it is. All right, you two get onto the deck where the transporter rooms are, and in the hallways are just tens and tens of people all lining the hallways. It's complete and utter chaos. There's kids running up and down, there's parents chasing them. There's Starfleet uniformed officers hugging loved ones as they step out of the transporter rooms. There's luggage, personal belongings strewn all along the corridors. The security in this section are really having their hands full trying to get people under control and where to go. But it doesn't seem that no one's listening to them. It seems that everyone's more concerned with meet and greet of the loved ones. The kids are having a good old time. You know, it's early morning, it's morning for them. So the kids are all energetic and hyped up and excited. A few kids are crying as they can't seem to locate their loved ones anymore. So that's kind of the scene you guys walk into.
For first things first, Casey will shout, "Commanding officer on deck." See if he can get some people to calm down.
A few of this. Give me a presence command, Casey. Difficulty 3.
Oh, damn.
And for funsies, let's make this a complication range 2.
Would the captain be able to assist because she's there?
I'll give it to you.
Maybe I have a chance now. I'll spend one of our momentum.
Composure for a focus.
Sure. Ooh, you got it. Casey, as you shout that, almost all of the Starfleet personnel stand at attention. The adults, not at attention, but they quiet down to look toward the turbo lift. However, Casey, a kid close to you starts crying and reaching for her mother. But it has settled down quite a bit.
Like, is the mother there, or?
Yeah. You know, Rendor's mother picked her up.
Can I have everyone's attention just for a few moments? I know everyone is excited and looking very forward to meeting all of you, as well as your families for being reunited. Please take this time to gather your things and go to your designated areas for quarters. If you have need any assistance, talk to the designated officers here. They will help find you your quarters that you have been assigned. And first and foremost, I would like to welcome everyone aboard the USS Expedition. But my name is Captain Azrael Prax. This is Commander DeGrasse. And the Chief of Security over here is Lieutenant Commander Casey. If you are to have any questions, please talk to your local designated assigned department head or council that has been issued to you.
Captain, give me a presence command diff 2.
Persuasion, composure, survival. Take survival.
I'll probably take 2 of those. Yeah.
Take a threat.
Oh damn! What is that nonsense roll, Captain? Gain 4.
It's a 4, 2, and a 4.
So after you give your rousing speech, everyone starts to get orderly now that they're grabbing their belongings, they're grabbing their kids, and you know, they're either heading toward one of the nearby turbo lifts or they're heading to another place on this deck. But they seem to be a lot more orderly and are, you know, asking the crew that you know are your crew for directions and using the computers to find their way and all that stuff. So it's a lot less chaotic now that you guys have shown up.
See, Commander, we're off to a great start.
That is surprisingly true, Captain. I think Lieutenant Commander here might have a future as a school teacher if his security career doesn't work out.
Only for the most unruly children, Commander.
As you three are talking, Captain, you feel a small tug on the back of your uniform.
She turns around.
As you turn around, you have to look down to see this, but there's a very young child sobbing right in front of you, and it's a small, it's a human child, and the child goes, I can't find my mommy.
Uh, she kneels down and, what's your name?
Henry, I can't find her.
Well, Henry, how about we go and find your mommy, okay? And she picks up the small child.
And the child gives you, like basically, holds his arms around your head and shoulders, seeking comfort.
Tell me, does your dad serve aboard this ship?
Uh-huh.
What's your dad's name?
He's a petty officer.
Um. Okay. Do you know what he does?
Mommy says he fixes things.
So he's an engineer.
And out of one of the transporter rooms, you hear a frantic woman, Henry, where are you?
And she stops, turns around to them, and was like, I believe I found him.
And she runs up. Henry, what did I tell you about letting go of my side? And she reaches out for the child.
She passes the child to his mother. It's quite all right. Can't get too far.
Oh, thank you, Captain.
My pleasure.
Come on, Henry. It's time to see your new room. And he wipes, the tears from his eyes and nods and hugs his mom. And they start walking down the hallway.
She walks back up to DeGrasse. Well, Commander, I think everything seems to be in order.
Agreed, Captain. Let's hope it stays that way. Would you like me to make the rounds among the officers and everyone else who's, organizing this, or would you like me to head back up to the bridge?
If you don't mind, Commander.
Of course, Captain. It would be my pleasure.
She reaches in, taps DeGrasse on the shoulder. It's okay, Commander, to be a little scared.
I don't know if scared is the right word for it, but I take your point, Captain. Well, if you'll excuse me, I guess I'll see to this and make sure it's done. And he turns and starts making his rounds.
All right, yeah, just let me know where everyone is going to head. The next place we are going to head Doctor, you get to sick bay, and maybe no longer than 10 minutes after you get to sick bay is just inundated with um civilians, children, um Starfleet officers in uniform with their families trying to get them their initial checkups. Um and yeah, all these pieces here are basically all the people that have entered your sick bay in
Oh boy.
probably the last 10 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
And to hand
Needless.
funsies, the children are being a little rambunctious. You know, they've been cooped up on a starship and haven't really had a chance to run around and roam. So they're getting into all your your medical equipment. You know, they're playing with them, they're throwing them down, they're playing with the medical tricorders. You know, they're chasing each other with hypo sprays. You know, there's probably about 20 to 25 children just in here alone with their parents trying to keep them under control, chasing them, yelling at them. A lot of commotion, a lot of confusion. Your medical staff are trying to get the initial um medical examinations out of the way, but you know, they're having a hard time doing it.
Oh yeah, I bet. Uh, so basically, what I think I'm gonna have to start doing is, oh man, trying to get them all orderly and everything. Because I literally, the way I picture it is, I just got mobbed,
Yes, you did.
and so it's literally gonna be like, quick scan, you're good. Next one, quick scan, you're good. Next one. Trying to get them
Okay.
out as quickly as possible.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and give you a nice yeah, that what the thing that's supposed is pretty much it. Yep. So we'll give you an extended task. We're gonna give you a difficulty 3,
Okay.
work 20,
Oh boy. Okay.
resistance 3, you know, kids running around,
Yeah.
and magnitude 4.
Oh
This is
boy.
probably what is this gonna be? Are you physically trying to do the scans? Are you getting your crew to do the scans? You said you're trying to get them out of there quickly. So let's make this daring
It's all
medicine.
hands on deck. We're all doing it.
Yep. So we'll go
Okay.
ahead and make this daring medicine. Um
Oh, you had to do daring. Okay.
I mean you're doing quick scans, so yeah. Don't forget you also have your sick bay superpower, and I believe you have 2 sick bay superpowers because I believe you have advanced sick bay, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm
Believe so
wrong.
too.
So yeah, you get 1 for being the chief medical officer and 1 for having super duper sick bay.
Okay. I can put those both into reducing the difficulty, right?
You could use them for whatever you see fit, wherever you need them to go.
Yeah, I'm thinking both of them into reducing difficulty for right now. Because, yeah, this is not going to be fun. So, daring medicine. Uh, I have a bunch of focuses that might apply here.
Well, I'll start listing them, and we'll see if any fit.
So I've got emergency medicine, xenobiology, infectious diseases, and genetics that are all possibly a fit.
It's not going to be emergency medicine. It's not going to be infectious
Yeah,
disease. I don't think any of those would fit for this.
Not even xenobiology, because I'm definitely dealing with some of the alien races here.
No, because you're not really getting in depth. You're just giving them like the basic medical scan. Just trying to get their baselines. In case
Yeah.
anything in the future. So yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to put both of those into reducing difficulty. And then we have momentum, right?
A lot of it, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me take let's just do one of those. Here goes.
You use both your supervisor powers to lower difficulty, correct?
Yes, I did.
All right, so you get a momentum back. Go ahead and roll me. Oh, sick bay is probably
7.
assisting. Sick bay is probably assisting with computers medicine.
Okay.
So you get 2 momentum out of that, and then you could roll 7 challenge dice. Ooh. Ouchie.
Ouchie as in ouchie good or ouchie bad?
You got 1 effect.
Well, I'm definitely spending one of the momentum I gained to re-roll 6.
Right now, you are doing 3 work.
Can I spend another momentum for piercing, please?
Yep, that'll put you at 5. So this would be a difficulty 2, work 15, resistance 3, magnitude 3. And you probably, you get a good, probably about a fourth of the room done.
Okay. So now one of my superpowers is going to go to reducing difficulty. The other is going to go to, I think I can do a decreasing resistance.
Yep. So this would be a diff 1 with a resistance 1. Right? When
Okay.
you put it at resistance, reduces it by 2, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
If not, that's how I'm rolling it.
It's like what a free advantage for piercing, so it'd be 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, it is 2.
Yeah. So it'd be a difficulty 1 with a resistance of 1.
And I'm going to take one more momentum for this.
Then we just need the ship. You got 1 success so far.
This is why I do not like daring rolls.
But the ship is helping you immensely. It's going to give you 2 momentum here.
Oh, wow.
The ship is like, give me
All right.
more.
Well, here's 7.
All right, you'll get 3 so far.
Need to see this.
You got 3 effects and a 1.
Yeah. Let's do a re-roll of the 3.
All right, that'll be 5.
Yeah, that's all I needed.
All right, the baseline for this next task is difficulty 1, work 10, resistance 3, magnitude 2.
Uh,
Could he use one of the sick bay managers to get the triumphant effect?
Let me remember what that one does.
It's
gives me extra work for an effect.
no triumphant is no, it's a breakthrough,
Oh, breakthroughs.
an extra breakthrough. If there's one or more effect rolled.
Let me just give it a quick look to see if there's a prerequisite for it. Page 90. Yeah, you can use one of them for that.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to do a
Where do you want
let's
your other
do
advantage to go?
let's do resistance.
Okay, so it'd be a difficulty 1, work of 10, resistance will be 1, magnitude 2. And you have given it the triumphant.
Yes.
So you need a breakthrough
So
with an effect, basically.
yeah, and let's you know what? With this one, let's do 3 momentum. Oh, come on.
You just need ship. All right, you gain the 2 of them back. Go ahead and roll the challenge dice. That will do it.
Yep.
As I accidentally delete the doctor. Doctor, you and your crew work tirelessly for the next couple of hours, but you're able to push through basically the vast majority of the civilian complement that you just brought on board.
Okay. Wow. That was fun.
Kinsey walks up. Indeed, seems like we're going to need a on-call pediatric care individual for now on. I haven't seen so many runny
Possible.
noses in my since med school.
Yeah. Also need some good area where they can run around and play for a while. They've got a lot of excess energy on them right now.
Too bad the Arboretum is not finished yet.
Hopefully they get it done soon. I mean, good grief. For all I care, they could just go run around in the holodeck. Hire them out for a bit.
Right. Back to getting these medical supplies sorted.
All right. So,
Yeah.
Captain, did you go to sick bay?
No, that
Or
was
you over comms?
no, that was McKinsey
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
giving the
gotcha.
doctor some role play with the staff.
My mistake. So the big question is, where did the captain, Casey, and DeGrosse go after leaving the transporter room?
Captain went back to the bridge into a ready room to file some reports that
Okay.
she's been putting off.
So just need to know where Casey and DeGrosse went.
Yeah, Casey will be still below. We're on the lower decks, sorting people out and checking in with his security officers in case they have any issues.
Okay. DeGrosse, where did you go?
DeGrasse is going to be making the rounds among the personnel tasked with orientation and, showing everybody to their residences and, teachers, things like that.
Okay. Where do I want to go first? I think we'll go Casey first. Casey, so you're walking the hall. You're doing your rounds of the lower decks, and you come by where the schools are. Like where the schools have been set up, and you notice in the hallway trying to get some larger pieces of equipment into one of the classrooms. You notice this person here trying to push something into one of the classrooms, like a large piece of equipment. And you could clearly tell that she is struggling trying to move the thing.
Hey, can I help you, man?
Oh, yes, thank you.
You'll go try to move it.
I've seemed to have bitten off a little more than I can chew.
Oh, not a problem. If there's more equipment that you have to bring in as well, I might be able to spare an extra officer or two.
This is really all I have to prepare from the classroom. This is the last thing I need to have installed. Your maintenance staff did an excellent job getting these ready, I must say.
Well, we have an excellent engineer on board. How many?
She'll point out, we could just put that right over there if you wouldn't mind. And she points to a spot along one of the walls.
You'll set it down there.
Casey, give me a fitness security, difficulty 2, complication 2.
Take one threat. Quash
Oh,
the
wow.
complication.
Oh, wow.
Not a great roll.
Nope, 19 and 20. You're going to squash one of them?
Yeah.
Oh, you have no idea how much that helps me. Now I'll be able to get my classroom set up just the way I want it. I'm Julia, by the way. I don't think we've been properly introduced.
Indeed. Arno Casey, Chief Security Officer on board. He'll put out his hand.
And she'll go to shake it. Security officer, you say?
Yes. I'm in charge of the ship's defense and that of all personnel on board. Up until now, of course, all Starfleet personnel. The weight on my shoulder seems a little bit heavier, though, with the additional crew.
You seem to me like you'll be able to handle it, though. I noticed the way you were able to get the corridor under control.
Oh, you were there. Well, I've dealt with a few tough customers in my time. And an authoritative command, even to civilians, can usually be easily understood.
So, this might seem like a odd request, but classes start up tomorrow. The first class with the students here. And I was wondering if you could come by and introduce yourself to some of the younger students.
Well,
You could kind of explain what you do here and how you keep them safe from the enemies of the Federation, so to speak.
I'd be delighted.
Shall we say about 0900? That's
I'll
not
be
too
there.
early for you, is it?
Good heavens, no. I'm up at 0500.
Oh, I take it you're a morning person then.
Well, you generally have to be when you are senior staff on board a starship. And I have a rather strenuous exercise regime to maintain. The morning is often the only time I can get in to head to the fitness center.
I see. I tend to wake up a few minutes before the class starts. If it were up to me, I'd start classes around noon.
I was like that back in my academy days. Unfortunately, I had to relearn that habit.
Well, with the schedule I was given here, I think I'm going to have to become a morning person overnight.
Starship life is very regimented, but it has its perks.
Well, hopefully the rigidness of a starship will not rub off on the children. Creativity is sometimes the best teacher.
Sounds like something my mother would say.
I see you have been brought up well then.
Indeed. Well, if you'll excuse me, ma'am, I should do the rounds to some of my other officers, but if you need any further assistance, please just call for me. Have you been given a com badge yet?
And she'll pull one out of her pocket. Yeah, I've already seen the quartermaster.
Very well. Have a pleasant afternoon.
You as well, Arnold. Hopefully I said that correctly.
It's just Arno actually. Like you don't pronounce it's like French.
Oh,
It's like
Arnold.
Arnold without the old.
Say that.
But,
say it one more time.
Arno.
Arno. Okay.
Yeah, I should have picked a a simpler French name probably.
That's French. Arno. Okay.
And yeah, he'll continue his rounds.
Okay. Commander, where were you heading? I already forgot.
Making the rounds with the like orientation personnel who were showing them around, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Just making sure everything's running smoothly.
Uh-huh. So, Commander, you meet up with a one of the orientation groups, and in this group are these two individuals here, and you overhear a conversation they're having, and they are having a conversation about some of the new hairstyles coming out of Ryza.
So DeGrasse will walk up to them and introduce himself and ask if things are going smoothly, if they have any questions.
Oh my, Commander. Yes, everything is going swimmingly here. We can't wait to get started on working on this starship. I think some of our combined talents could add a bit of style and finesse to this crew. Tell me, Commander, when was the last time you've had your hair styled?
Dialed a full styling? Must have been years since I was a young man, I guess.
Oh, no, that won't do at all, Commander. You're the first officer of this starship, are you not? We can't let you going around looking all raggedy like that. You have first contact and important meetings with heads of state to consider.
DeGrasse runs his fingers kind of lightly through his hair. Well, kind of shrugs. What would you recommend?
Oh, there's this new style that is all the rage in the Boleus sector. I'm sure we could. What do you think, an Axis? And the Bolian will pipe. Oh yes, I know the style you're talking about. I don't know if he has the bone structure to pull that off. And they'll both start grabbing at your face, moving like your skin, your cheekbones, rubbing their hands through your hair. Oh, and Tonus will say, I think he could pull it off. Look at the jawline here. And then it matches well with with the dotted patterns here. I think that look would look rather dashing on him, don't you think? I don't know. I think his hair might be a little too short. Oh, nonsense. We could make it grow a little bit.
DeGrasse just looks at them like he's having first contact himself with a new race. Is there anything that I can do to make sure that you have all the equipment that you need or that you're situated?
Oh, we have a few of the maintenance personnel getting our very stylized and well looked after equipment installed in our designated spot as we speak, Commander. It should be running up later today. In fact, if you have time later.
He looks around, kind of unsure, see if there's anyone around him. Well, sign me up. I'll be your first appointment.
Excellent. And we absolutely must do something about those eyebrows too. They are not flattering on you at all. You just leave everything to me, Commander.
I'll do that. Thank you both. I have more rounds to make, and he'll turn very quickly and kind of briskly walk off, shaking his head.
And you just go about your rounds.
Yeah, a little more. A little taken down, maybe a peg or two, but yeah.
I'm sorry, I got to have way too much fun with those.
Oh no, yeah, no worries.
Who am I looking for? Oh yes, Silva. Yeah, I believe you're absolutely right, Commander. This is what happens when no one else makes civilians. Back on the bridge. Nadan, you are still in charge. Ensign Knight informs you that all of the personnel has been transported from the Miranda-class ship, as well as all of the medical and engineering supplies. And most of the samples that you are bringing over to them have been beamed over as well. Probably about an hour. Everything will be done and taken care of.
Thank you for the update, Ensign.
And then Ensign Silva will come up to you and say, Lieutenant Nadan, a moment, please.
Did you hear me, or was I on mute then?
You might have been on mute.
Okay. I had said, what do you need?
Lieutenant, might I request time off from the rest of my shift today? My wife has recently come aboard in the last transport of crew, and I am very much eager to get her settled, as it were.
Is there a reason you couldn't put in the request earlier, Ensign?
I didn't feel it logical to leave my duties when she is capable of doing these things herself. However, I have not seen her in about a year.
I understand, Ensign. It's difficult when you've been separated from loved ones for an extended period. There is a proper way to deal with that sort of thing, and that would have been to put in a request to have the day off in advance. You have some pay time off, do you not?
Of course, Lieutenant. However, I was focusing on getting the samples we have collected over the last weeks ready for transport. An oversight on my part.
GM, quick aside. This is he under my direct command? Like, is he in the science department, or is he a bridge?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Okay.
That's why he's coming to you as his superior.
Perfect. Okay. Ensign, if you can find someone who is willing to take on your duties for the rest of the shift, I'll make the exception. I have my hands full watching the bridge, but if you can find me somebody who will take on the rest of your shift, I will make the exception. Do not make a habit of this, however.
You have my word, Lieutenant, that something like this will not happen again. Thank you for your time.
No problem. Enjoy welcoming your wife.
Thank you, Lieutenant. And so we'll go back to his station and start trying to get in touch with people that take his spot over. Unfortunately for him, there's only one science supporting character. Oh wait, nope. There's who made the Denobulin?
Never me. She was the expert we took to investigate the alien architecture and archaeology.
Ah, perfect. He will get a hold of her. Oh wait, she's civilian, isn't she? Nope, it says lieutenant. So Lieutenant Grelaza will take Solva's place. Yeah, somebody's going to have to make all of that family unit. They're going to need an entire cargo bay. All right, and it's probably around this time. It's been a few hours after the cruise alive. Casey and DeGrosse, you finish your rounds and you both head up to the bridge to probably finish off your shifts here. Your crew seem to have a handle on the situation. It's a lot less chaotic than it was this morning. Is everyone here?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Yep. So DeGrasse steps off the turbo lift. Looks around the bridge. Rubs the bridge of his nose a little bit. Well, Lieutenant, you're relieved of command. How's everything on the bridge?
Things are well on the bridge, Lieutenant or Commander. Thank you. And,
course.
get up and move to her, back to her station. The bridge is yours, Commander.
Thank you, Lieutenant. And he'll make his way to the chair.
How was welcoming the civilians, Commander?
Well, everything appears to be in order. And I guess I might be the first guest of a few stylists that we now have on board.
Getting a makeover, Commander?
To be honest, I'm not sure what they're going to do to me, but they seem to be very confident that they could do good work, so I appreciate good work where I can get it. Lieutenant Commander?
Commander, how are your rounds?
Eventful. But everything appears to be as well as it could be. Yours?
Mine were quite good. The security department seems to be doing all right. Everything is closed up and in ship shape. Proud of the work my officers have done. Had a chance to meet the new school teacher as well.
How do they seem? Are they acclimating well?
Yes, I don't believe she's spent much, if any, time on a starship before. I think it will take some getting used to for many of the civilians.
Well, we'll have to remember that we may have to adjust in a few cases as well. We can't forget that the reason why we're here is to serve these civilians and others.
Indeed, and it's easy to forget how difficult ship life can be sometimes when you've been in space for years on end. Certainly on board my first ship, it was quite a shock to the system.
Well, at least for many, it's going to be a unique experience. It's something that not very many people can say that they've done, venturing so far away from home.
It's an excellent opportunity indeed.
So what subject does this teacher teach?
I didn't think to ask. And in fact, I'm not really sure how many students the school is planning on having, or how many different teachers will be on board.
Well, I'm sure that we'll all have enough time to get to know each other.
Indeed.
Is the captain in her ready room?
Yes, she is, Commander.
Okay, well. Sure, she would not like to be disturbed. So. Okay. Let's carry on.
All right, we'll head down to engineering. If I could find where it went, there it is. And then Kovar will speak up. What is your rank? Commander Mendrock, I have finished running the diagnostics of the power usage of the new civilian suites. They appear to be drawing 0.39% more power than expected.
That's unusual. Is that a particular source of increase, or have you run a diagnostic to make sure that is not a miscalculation?
I've run a level 3 diagnostic of the area. All of the standard Starfleet equipment are operating within parameters. However, I do feel that maybe a few non-regulation power sources have been plugged into the power grid upon the arrival of the civilian crew.
That is to be expected. Unfortunately, I will have some teams go out and see if we can accommodate those if they're not anything that would threaten the ship or the safety of the system.
Understood, Commander.
What is the status of the armatorium?
Maintenance teams have reported that the cosmetic work is nearing completion. They have requested the science department to start sending the botany teams down to get soil ready and to begin the replanting process.
All right. Please notify Lieutenant Nadon and his team.
Understood, Commander.
Also, see if there is space for a small playground, perhaps, that would be suitable in that area. I don't remember how big the armatorium is offhand, but that might be a useful addition if it's suitable.
I will check the database for this children's playground, Commander. And I will begin getting the proper maintenance teams the schematics to build such a device.
Very, very good. Yeah,
Looking at you, Casey, to play some Boris.
yeah, I'm
Oh, yeah.
gonna summon so engineering to transport it.
Transporter room here.
Boris, how is everything going? Is everybody on board? And is all the engineering supplies accounted for?
GM.
Oh, it's written in the message.
Oh, successful transport, yes. Yes, Commander. Everything is on board and has been accounted for.
Okay, excellent. See to everything being stored properly. Or at
Yes,
least
Commander. I will send a report when everything is complete.
excellent. Thank you. Engineering out.
And then Specialist Matthews will speak up. Commander, it appears that the odd request to have specialized equipment installed in the stylist lab, is what they're calling it, has been successful. They invited the entire engineering crew to come down and receive free styles, whatever that means.
Arrange if you choose to do so. I assume that's gonna be some new appearance related enhancement. Probably a hairdo or something of the like. If that is an individual's wish, please arrange the maintenance schedule accordingly and allow staff to go and then return to their duties. Don't make it an unnecessary task. If no one wants to go, that's perfectly fine as well. It is something of an option, not a command. Oh yeah, and certainly keep it in Starfleet regulation.
I'll spread the word to the team, Commander.
I'm sure we're going to have many such invites from various civilian groups offering probably new menu options and other cosmetic things to make it feel more at home. We'll have to deal with that as they come up. I'm sure the captain is going to be inundated with such requests as well. It's going to take some getting used to and adjustment for everyone. Engineering the bridge.
Bridge
That
here.
would be you, DeGrasse.
Commander, I wanted to report that the armatorium is ready to have reseeding and planting done. We've also suggested they put in a playground, or just a small one, to help with the children, and hopefully will entertain them some.
That's good to hear, and good thinking, Chief. I know the captain will be very pleased that it's coming along nicely.
There has been a unusual power usage in the civilian area. I'm having my teams look into that and see if we can accommodate the civilians and their equipment, that if it doesn't violate any protocols or anything. So that's one, in case you notice any increase in energy use. We'll see if we can adjust that accordingly and keep it in parameters.
Well, thank you for letting me know, Chief. As you know, we should be accommodating, but we need the power for the rest of the ship's tasks. So,
Well, of course, I'm not going to let anything happen to the ship.
I know I can trust you, Chief.
Of course, Commander. Engineering out.
And I think we'll head back to the bridge. I can never remember what the ship's name is. Commander, as Leia is signaling their readiness to depart.
Ops, is everything good on our side?
I, Commander, all personnel and equipment have been accounted for by their various departments.
Okay. Let's tap his comm badge. DeGrosse to the captain.
Go ahead, Commander.
Captain, the Azalea has indicated that she's ready to depart. Everything looks good on our side. Didn't know if you wanted to say anything or if you otherwise had other direction.
Oh, put together a little gift basket for Captain Malcolm. Despite what he went through, he probably hopefully he's eased tensions.
I understand, Captain. We'll have it done.
Yeah, send over some. I'm blanking on the alcohol. Saurian brandy and some other types of alcoholic beverages for the captain of the Azaria.
Oh, sorry, Prax. Were you directing me to do that, or were you saying?
No,
that...
she's gonna do it. But yeah,
Okay.
just beating me over some sort of alcoholic beverages too.
Okay. Cool.
For the captain of the ship.
Okay. Okay, sounds good, Captain. Well, after the transport of the materials is complete, I'll let the Azalea know that she's good to go.
They send back confirmation of the gift basket receipt and signal that they will be entering warp in about 5 minutes. And I should also point out at this point that it is nearing the end of Alpha Shift. Within like 25 minutes or so.
The captain will come back onto the bridge. Thank you for all your hard work today, Commander.
Of course, Captain. Glad that everything seems to have gone smoothly.
What's next on the list for our survey mission?
GM?
I'll send you something.
Okay.
This will be for next week's episode, but we could say these orders came in at some point during the day.
Okay, cool. Captain, orders have come in. It appears that long-range probes have detected a possible first contact situation in a star system approximately 10 light years from our current location. We've been directed to check out the energy readings and make first contact if possible.
Sounds exciting. Helm. Well, actually, Commander, relay the coordinates to Helm, and Helm, once you receive the coordinates, set a course at normal cruising speed.
Hi, Captain. And Ned will speak up. Captain, the Azalea just went to warp.
Understood. Helm. Engage.
And you know what, guys? I think that's actually going to be a good opportunity to probably call it early for the night. So we'll call that the end of full complement.